can do
What's
this.
going on, everybody? Gamestradamus here, bringing you a little something different than what you're used to. I wanted to post a little footage of League of Legends and answer the question you're dying to know: is this game a Black Ops killer? And if you can look at it, you will know right away that it is not a Black Ops killer in any way. Nor will this affect the sales or playtime of Call of Duty Black Ops. But it is something nice to have a little break from blowing people's heads off online. And it is just as competitive if you give it a little time and learn the mechanics of the game. It can actually be very, very intense. Another huge bonus about good old League of Legends is that it is free to play. It's only PC based. You can't play it on console, but you know, you don't really need a high-end PC by any means. You just make a quick account and download the client, and away you go. I will also put a link in the description for those of you who want to make an account. It's just a quick little link that is set up as a little recommendation through my account. So it'll help good old Gamestradamus with in-game items, and it'll get you guys a free account right away. So if you're interested, check that out. But for those of you who have not seen League of Legends, and I'm sure that's probably most of you, the game is pretty much like Dota, if you're familiar with that. And that is Defense of the Ancients, which is a mod made from Warcraft 3, which pretty much pits hero units, which individual players control, against each other. So the original game had 5-on-5, and there is a 5-on-5 map. This is a 3-on-3 match. I usually play 3-on-3 a lot because the maps, or the matches last a little bit shorter. But anyway, so you have these lanes, and on the lanes there's turrets. So here I am in one lane fighting this other hero who's the same hero I'm playing as. And then there's two other people on my team fighting two other enemy players on the lane below. If you look on the little mini-map, you can see. And so the whole idea is to push back a lane and destroy the towers and eventually destroy their main tower crystal or command center or whatever. And then there's like these minions, or like these little like armies that march out and battle each other, and that kind of like holds the line on the lane. So it's really about pushing those minions forward and battling it out. But the game can get really, really complex because there are, I have no idea at the moment, like over 50, 55 champions, and they add one every 2 weeks. And each of the champions plays very, very differently. Like right now I'm playing as this champion called Lux. And she's like a controller of light. Like if you saw right there, I just let out like a Spartan laser. And she's one of the newer characters. She's actually incredibly fun to play, but she's like a mage class character. You know, she focuses around magic. She's very weak, you know, that kind of thing. But you know, there's tank classes, there's support, there's damage per second, you know, ranged, all kinds of stuff. You know, so here's my players and the other enemy players fighting below. So there's a huge range of characters and play styles, and then on top of that you get money in game, and then you can buy items every match. It doesn't carry over, but you know, you can get all kinds of stuff from, you know, movement speed boots to armor to ability power to damage, you know, all kinds of things. And a lot of items, you buy a few items and then they combine and build into greater items. So you kind of like progress and build as you go. And there's a lot of different strategies depending on who you're facing, your play style, you know, who your character is, and all that kind of stuff. And so for every match you get influence points, I think is what they're called. And with these points you have like a main summoner account, and in that account you can like buy new champions, or you can buy like these little ruins, which are kind of like a little boost to your character. Depending on what level you are, you can get a different level of those. So it has like some kind of progressive thing between matches. And of course, with you know, any free-to-play game, you can also purchase in-game money or riot points. And with the riot points, you can purchase the champions or anything you want, just kind of outright, if that's kind of what you're into. I mean, I purchased one character kind of more just to support the company, really, because this is a well-made game. But you know, it was like a few dollars, and after that, I haven't put in any more money. And I've played this game for countless hours, and could easily play it a lot more. So there's a lot of longevity here. You know, I'm sure everyone's going to be completely consumed with Black Ops. I know that I definitely will. I just finished the campaign, and it was incredibly fun. Definitely well-paced, and the storyline, it was very good. They finally figured out, like, hey, let's make this a well-paced, good storyline and make it engaging. I felt the other, like Modern Warfare 2, was just kind of, I don't know, too straightforward or whatever. But anyway, you know, once you're burnt out on Call of Duty or whatever else you're playing, then you can just be like, hey, there's this great free-to-play game that GameStreetDom is pointing me out to. Maybe I'll play a game or two and take a breather from YouTubes or 10-year-olds yelling a bunch of crap at me. So check it out. You won't be disappointed. And I should also add just a couple more things to kind of explain the game a little bit more. You also get these spells. You know, at the bottom of my screen here, you can see my little green life bar and my blue mana bar. Above that, there's 4 main spells you get. Kind of like your three main spells and then one of your ultimate spell, which is the far right one. Besides that, on the left of those 4 main spells, there's another little icon, which is your passive spell. So every champion gets a passive ability as well, which really, you know, helps them in different ways and really can help you focus on how to build them or use them. And on top of that, you also get to choose 2 spells. And everyone gets to choose 2 spells. Depending on your level, you get different choices of spells. I meant like your main summoner level outside of each match will determine, you know, what kind of ruins you can get, what kind of spells you can get, that kind of thing. And the spells, you know, have different things. Like you can, you know, exhaust somebody, which means that they are kind of blinded and can't hit you, and they move slower. You can heal yourself. You can run fast for extended amount of time, that kind of thing. So it really diversifies everything and adds to a lot of replayability. So anyway, just want to point this out to you guys. If you're interested at all, there is a link in the description. You can make an account and check it out for yourself. It's free to play, like I said a million times already. So you got nothing to lose. And anyway, I will see you guys on Black Ops soon enough. Have a good one.